stream on Wednesday, September 29th at noon. I hope that everyone is doing well today. Our weather is pretty good here in Alabama. I'm hoping that some folks are on lunch or something and maybe can join me. I am kind of nervous because I did announce this, so we will see if anyone shows up. I'll give everybody just a second. I wanted to thank everyone who joined me for my last live stream, and I hope that folks can join me today. So we will see what they say. I've got my live chat on, but no one's joined us yet. So I'm going to go ahead and begin my program. And as people come in, hopefully, I will welcome them to join. Like I said, I'd like to give a few thank yous for the folks that joined me for the last live stream. The Matt Man, Tennessee. I appreciate that he joined me last time. Hello, I have one person. Hello. I'm just doing a few shout outs here to start out with. If you do want to chat, just say hello to me. Let me know who's here. I appreciate it. But yeah, the Matt Man, Tennessee joined me last time. And I wanted to tell him that since I have been talked to him, that I went through Odenville. He said his son had moved to Odenville. And so I went through Odenville. It was pretty cool. Also, my Alabama Farm Life. I'd like to give her a shout out. She has a YouTube channel, and she supports Life in Bama by watching me and subscribing. And I thank her very much. She has a lot of things going on her farm. I'd also like to shout out the Blue Bike and Doyle. He is a longtime YouTube friend with me, and I thank him so much for all the support he's given me. Also, Gabe's Electronics. Gabe's has some neat things with, he does the first Wednesday tornado siren drills, which I've always found pretty cool. And he does fire alarms and stuff. He fools with electronics on those. The Dan and Tracy Show, I'd like to say hello to them, shout out to them. And then Dean and Company. Oh, the Dan and Tracy Show's up in Tennessee, but we won't hold that against them. And then the Dean and Company, of course, I've known Dean and Company for years and years. I've been on their show, and my children were on their show for years. And the Uncharted Zone. The Uncharted Zone's got a lot of music and little skits and everything, a lot of fun. I think it was Velvet Angel that joined me last time. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'd also like to mention my other channel that I've had for about a year. It's called Original Jane. I know there are a lot of Janes on the channel, but on YouTube. But if you'll look up Original Jane, and it'll be an icon of a little kid with sunglasses. But if you can't find it that way, do the Original Jane channel, and it should come up. Also, I'd like to remind you to look under the community tab that's on my channel. It's just when you first go to the channel, you'll see videos and other channels I support listed and subscribe to, and then there'll be community, and under that there'll be about, But under the community tab, I have several announcements that I make and posts that I make. And if you want to see what I have, the information I have there, like the information about this live stream, I had put it there. Hello, I have 2 people. And a thumbs up. Thank you so much. If you want to say hello, chat, I would appreciate it. Let me know who's with me. I do have my chat on. Hello, Summer Reagan. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, it's so great to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning into the live stream. I was just giving a few shout outs and saying hello to everybody. So hello to you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope everything's going great with you today. I'm doing all right. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day here in Alabama. I hope it's good where you are. And so I was just talking about, I have another channel called Original Jane. And I haven't been putting videos on it for a while, but I have put a couple of on there. But just look under the community tab on my channel, and I have little articles and pictures, not necessarily about the content that I have on the videos, but extra content. So if you're interested, and of course I ask you, if you will, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And there's a trick on it, talking about the notifications at the end. If you hit subscribe, cool. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Oh, you will subscribe. Thank you. Yeah. But when you go to the notifications in the drop down, it will say all notifications, and that may already be clicked. Make sure you click it again, because you have to click it again. I don't know why, but they do that. And I wanted to say that we enjoyed going to Homestead Hollow this past weekend, and they had the fall event. Now their Christmas event will come up in November. I meant to look up the date, but it'll be in November. But we went on a Friday and went to the Homestead Hollow. You may see the video on my channel if you watched it. They had a lot of vendors there selling arts and crafts and food items, canned good items. It was a lot of fun, a lot of bird houses and wood cutouts and stuff like that. And there was one guy selling custom cornholes. You wouldn't I know. And two, it was a beautiful day, though. I wish you had got to have gone. It was a good day to go. But we had a good lunch. We ate at Nacho Mama's Tacos Frog Festival. Yep. The Frog Festival is coming up this Saturday in Summerton. It's 9 to 4. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I know they're going to have a lot of vendors there. And basically, they shut down Bankhead Highway, which is Main Street in Summerton. And they set up the vendors, and the whole street from about where you turn to go to Empire all the way up to Summerton Park is closed. And it's just a great place to walk and enjoy yourself. And I'm sure they have a lot of stuff to sell, great vendors, great food and everything. So absolutely. So I hope to see you there on Saturday. That'll be a great thing. Excuse me. Great for our community too. And but we ate at Homestead Hollow. We ate at Nacho Mama's Tacos. And either we were really hungry or it was really good, but it was really good. And then we had fried pies from the vendor next door, pecan pies. And I was surprised. I thought they'd be greasy, but they were very good. And then I ran into a friend of mine at Sam's in Trustful. So I want to say hello to her. She and I went to UAB together, and we're longtime friends. So I'll say hello to her. But at the Homestead Hollow, we really didn't buy anything. Vendor only. Do they have out there at Homestead Hollow? Are they vendor only, or are you talking about the Frog Festival? At Homestead Hollow, are they vendor only? At Homestead Hollow, they were vendor only. The taco place, yeah. It was out there at Homestead Hollow, and I believe it was vendor only. I'm going to assume they were just open for the event, because it was in, I guess it could be called a food court, and there were a lot of vendors there open, barbecue, and they had those potatoes, those spiral potatoes fried up. So I'm going to assume it was vendor only. And as far as a restaurant out that way, I'm not quite sure in the Springville area what would be a good restaurant to go to. But no, at that place there, Homestead Hollow, there's not a restaurant. You'd have to find something around there. Okay. Sounds super good though. Yeah, it was. And I'm going to, if you go to the November event for Christmas, it was $8 to get in for the fall festival. So I'm going to assume it's going to be an amount charged, hopefully 8 or less would be great, but I'm sure it'd be at least 8 to get into the Christmas. And then the tacos is 3 soft tacos, all the way with and nachos. We order nachos, and then you got sweet teas with the soft tacos, and all of it together came to $24. So it's kind of pricey, but and we did have to kind of find us a place to sit there at the benches and everything. But it was real nice once we got settled. We did have to wait on our food a good while because they were making it fresh, but it was really good. I do have that on the video of what we got, still frame of it. But it was fun, and they'll probably have it there for the December event, for the November for Christmas event also. But we did buy some. We didn't really buy any crafts, but we bought some sourdough bread. Yeah, eating food at things like, yeah, super hard because you're almost always left standing. Yeah, we were lucky to get a table, and I was kind of in the sun, but I looked up and I saw that there was a limb that the sun was fixing to cover me up, so I just waited. We hadn't got our food. We hadn't got our food by then anyway, so you're just sitting there waiting and talking to the people beside us. But we bought some sourdough, tomato, and basil bread. And it was $6 for the loaf, but boy, it was good. It was really good. And we bought 2 cakes, 2 little small cakes, so big, One was a hummingbird cake. You had to keep cool, and it was okay. And then the other was a chocolate cake. And they also had they're going to be the booth that has all these different chips. They're flavored chips, and they have pork rinds too, but they're not pork rinds. These are like a wheat chip that are flavored, and we tried them, and they just really weren't that good to us. So if you see that booth that has the big chips and the little cakes and everything laying around, the bread was good, but the other stuff, I just wouldn't buy it. But yeah, we had a good time, and if you get a chance to go to Homestead Hall sometime, I know it's pricey, and too, it's really that's one reason we went on Friday, is because the traffic wasn't so bad. But then let's see what I got. I got a couple of events talking about the Frog Festival. I got a couple of events coming up October 2nd. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this live stream, is because there are so many things happening this weekend. It's just ridiculous. At the Cahaba Brewing Company in Birmingham, they're having their 8th annual Cahaba barbecue. It's CAHABAQE, Cahabacue, and it's Saturday from 1 to 5, and it's also put on by Cahaba Brewing, and I believe that's over in the Avondale area, and the Breast Cancer Research Foundation of Alabama. Of course, admission will be charged. There'll be samples of food with your ticket for admission. There'll be live music and vendors, arts and crafts vendors. Then Oktoberfests are happening this weekend. Another Birmingham thing, Kerrigan's Beer Garden in Lakeview area, which the picture of the place looked really, really neat. They have a schedule of events on their Facebook page, and they're starting today, Wednesday. I know it. I know. Sad I can't make it all. There's so much happening. I'm sad I can't make it all. I know. And but they'll have a Stein hosting today at 7, and like every night at 7, they're having a Stein hosting, and then Saturday will be from 12 to 6, and that'll be the end of it. But then Coleman's having their Oktoberfest also, with food vendors, and they have a park there beside their beer garden that has where the vendors are and everything. And I think last time we were there, they had carriage rides, all different kinds of things, and they're right there by railroad track. And then you got Touch of German just down the road if you want to go and look around at that store. But they're having their Oktoberfest. It's always fun. We've been a couple of times, and I've got a video on it if you wanted to watch it from a couple of years ago. Then at the Birmingham Museum of Art from 10 to 2 on Saturday, they're having their 5th annual Latin American Heritage Festival, which sounds cool. I think that would be a ticket required event as opposed to free. In Leeds, no, in Pinson, I'm sure Leeds is having something too, but Pinson is having the Alabama Butterbean Festival, and it starts Friday night at 6 and goes through Saturday. And then in Iredale, you got the Whistle Stop Festival. I haven't been to the Whistle Stop Festival in years and years, but it's right there in the heart of Irondale, and you've got the trains and everything going by, and I'm sure they'll have vendors and stuff. And then, of course, we have the Frog Festival in Summerton, which is always fun. Like I said, and like we've mentioned before, is it would be on Bankhead Highway. And so if you wanted to park on either end of Bankhead Highway before they shut the street down for the festival, that would be a good thing to do. Or if you wanted to park possibly at Bevel State, they probably will have parking and for the lot there or at Summerton Church of God, something like that. And they may have some kind of transportation up to the fair. Got to get there pretty early though. Yeah, you really do. And they start at 9 too, so pardon me just a second. Thank you much. I'm back. But yeah, so have you been anywhere great lately, or got any plans this weekend? Y'all got plans this weekend that you're wanting to go to? Anybody been anywhere good lately? Like I said, we've been to Springville, and we also did the Jasper, what's the name of that thing out there? Foothills Festival. Yeah. So if you've watched my videos on those, enjoyed those. Y'all got any plans going on? You got anything going summer? I enjoyed going out to Springville because I get to go to the Springville Antique Mall out there, just Frog Festival this weekend. Soon though, I want to go to Prattville for their pumpkin walk. Okay, yeah, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? With Halloween coming up and everything. I know they're not having Sloss furnaces this year, the fright furnaces, but they are having Atrox, I believe. So that out in, what is it, Leeds, I believe. I'm sure they're getting underway if they haven't already. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you. I always try to go to Prattville's parades and stuff. Okay. That's a thought. I haven't really been down to any place in the Montgomery area. I need to go down that way. There is just so many places in Alabama to go that it's just, and everybody, now since we're back in better, the Christmas parade is great. Okay. Prattville Christmas parade. Okay. I'm sure everybody's trying to kind of catch up and be a part of everything, let everybody be a part of it. So be interested in seeing what's going on. But I thought I'd show you something. We went to Springville, and if you've watched my show, I look through the antique places and look around at different things. I did want to show you an update on my Viking red fairy lamp, owl fairy lamp. I had, I got the top part of it for $1 at a little thrift. Let me turn it on. When they were having a thrift in Dora. And yeah, it is pretty. These are very expensive. And before, when I did a little short on it, I had got the top part. Let's see, it lives off at that place I'm talking about. Now I can't get it back on. But then I was looking through a drawer and I found this bottom. I did just have it set on a pretty little plate, a crystal plate thing. But I found this bottom, and it looks so much like what it's actually supposed to be that I was amazed. Then I looked under it, and it's from Dollar General. And I'm sure I got it on sale, when I bought it, because I only have one. But I just thought it matched so pretty. And also on top of that, I rave about the Avon 1876 or 1875, whichever date they claim on it. It's just a brand. It's not that it came from them. But the Cape Cod from Avon, that matches that, but it matches this good enough too. If you look it up, it looks very much like that. So I was really happy to find that. So I'm using that now. So I'm happy that's done. I also, of course, I've had that for a while. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I went to Hobby Lobby, and they had their spring stuff on sale. So they had 4 of these coasters, and these are just a marble type coaster. And they had 4 of these. Good little decorations, yes. I have bought many things at the Dollar General, and just really cute stuff, and used them as decorations. But this one had 4 of these little bells. There's a name for these, but they're not a bell. They're a dome, but a little glass dome. And they had 4 of these, and they had 4 of these coasters in a pack. And so I went ahead and bought them, and I needed to put something in under them, so I bought some 40% off candles. And so I made me some. I have 4 of them. Of course, I won't have a lot of them, but I made, the light's glaring on it. You can't really see, but I made 4 of these and got them sitting around. Anything like that, you pay a lot of money for. So I didn't pay. With the candles, I might have paid $12 for all 4 of them. So I thought that was, pretty neat. But I wanted to say this about stuff. Those are cute, aren't they? And just have a little decoration around, light up, and then being, this color for fall and everything. And they match the little marble base good enough. But these right here, I wanted to talk about these just a second because I'm kind of perplexed. This is a little dish that I bought. I think I bought it at Jasper Pickers for $3. And it's got like a little diamond, pattern on it. And this starburst, you can feel it, the relief. And I bought this because I have an old one of my mother's. This one. And it has the same thing, a diamond pattern and the relief. It's not as sharp as that one as far as, the feeling the relief goes. And also this one has a chip in it. And so that's why I wanted another one, because I wanted to, have one that didn't have a chip in it. And for $3, I thought that's a good thing. But I went to Springville. When I went to Springville, this is the old one that I know is old. And then this one's the one I just bought in Jasper. They had stacks of these things that were separated by corrugated cardboard. And they had they were pretty. I thought they were pretty. And, I wanted one that didn't have that chip. And I thought this one was old, But with me seeing those separated, maybe 10 of them stacked together, and the kicker to that is the price tag that was on that one that I saw was $40. So I knew I just paid $3 for this one. And then I had this original one of my mother's. And so I'm like, what's the deal? And I looked at them. I tried to see if there was any difference. Both of them have this kind of in fact, you can see it right there, that little ridge that goes around, that's kind of around it right there. Both of them have that. But when I noticed, these right here are, and I noticed when I purchased it, these are really sharp right there. And so it was there, but it wasn't quite there, And also, let's see, which way did I set it? if you look at them, they don't quite match on the pattern, which is, you can accept that. But if folks are, you know, copying stuff, then you have, hey, Simple Southern Reflections. Hello, how are you doing? I need to give you a shout out too. I gave people shout out at the beginning of the video. I need to give you a shout out. Simple Southern Reflections. Hello, hello. I was just talking about these dishes that I bought here. This is one my mom had. It's, but I'm just wondering, and this is one hello, I'm so glad that you joined me. Thank you so much. But I'm kind of questioning why another vendor at another place has stacks of these that they're got a $40 price tag on when that one was only $3. So I just kind of question that, but that's okay. I got mine for $3 and I was happy and I didn't pay the 40, of course. But I just thought I would mention to kind of be wary and, kind of be wary when you're out. And because in pottery, there's McCoy and Roseville. There's a lot of different questionable pieces. Maybe they had already owned a bunch and thought they were worth more. I know it kind of makes you wonder. It really does. It makes you wonder. Roll Tide, everybody. Oh, I think my battery's dying on let me plug my phone in here. But yeah, kind of makes you wonder about things. I'm just going to be a little bit more wary of buying stuff, because even like this, I don't know, I'm going to assume that, how can you possibly copy that and it be, good? But a simple piece of pressed glass, like this, you might be able to accomplish that a little bit easier. But, yeah, uh-oh, she's War Eagle. I'll roll tide. You roll tide, my friend. And, I was rooting for Auburn this past weekend. That end of that game, no, roll tide. Oh, goodness. Summer's War Eagle and Simply Southern Reflections is Roll Tide. Well, the end of the Auburn game was quite incredible. I have to admit, I really do. They really. I was born in Selma in 1957. Wow, those were some times, weren't they? But yeah, so. That's okay. I'm in a split family. Yeah. My daughter's for Auburn too. I never have figured that out. And she went to Birmingham Southern, so I haven't quite figured that part out yet. But anyway, I'll let her be. I don't give her a hard time. I don't think she claims it much now, but she used to be really hardcore. But yeah, I thought it was a really good game. Of course, I thought the Alabama game was too, and I think they're playing this weekend. I don't think they're bye. But yeah, I'm just that way because of my grandparents. I see. Yep, you got to go with the family sometimes, Got to go with the family. Yeah. Born in Auburn. Okay, you were born in Auburn. Okay, well, we'll let you go then. We'll let you go on that one. If you're born in Auburn, you got to root for the whole town. Have to go stop by and say hello. I'm so glad that you stopped by to say hello. Thank you so much. Simply Southern Reflections. Thank you so much. I enjoy your videos so much, and I encourage everyone to watch your channel. They're so much fun. Thank you. Well, all right. Let me say goodbye. Goodbye to Simply Southern Reflections. Well, all right. I've been on for about 30 minutes. I've gone through everything I want to talk about. I'll show you this. Well, I did hold up these. I didn't want to do this so much because I did it last time, but these are kind of interesting. This is, if you're talking about brochures and going places, I know I have a lot of people that enjoy riding their motorcycles. This is the North Alabama motorcycle routes, scenic North Alabama motorcycle routes. And it's www.northalabama.org. And then there's a phone number if you need to call it. But I thought that was pretty interesting because it has a, a map of all the different places that you can go. So you can either, I don't know if you can go to the website and find this information, or if you can, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of different places. North Alabama is so pretty, Rainsville, Guttersville, Boaz. And the way they got I don't know if you could unfold, let's see if you can unfold this as a map. No, they got it stapled. But I guess it'd stick in your back pocket pretty good. He races dirt bikes and likes to ride them everywhere. Well, this might be the place. And then you can see this. That's up there around the Bankhead Forest. Oh, my picture just went dark. But anyway, you get the point. You might be able just to go to the website and find out the information, or you may have to, give them a call or email them or something and get a copy of the brochure. But that was, see if you can get the information off of that. That is northalabama.org, #visit NorthAl. So I thought that was a pretty good little brochure. Then you got Muscle Shoals, of course. You got the Fame recording studios up there, and you've also got the Muscle Shoals Sound, which is, the two different things. Really fun place to go. Really fun place to go. And, when I went, a lot of people say that you can hear the river sings, Tennessee River, and yeah, you can hear it sing up there. It's just, or I could. Also, they got like an old style McDonald's up there, and all different things. So it's fun. That's a fun place to go. And then, let's see, that was Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, and Tuscumbia. They've got a Colbert County. Let's see. That's going to be northwest. That's going to be up in the northwest. But there's the information if you need it. And then we got Alabama State Parks. Of course, I'm always promoting the Alabama State Parks because, some of them you may have to pay a little admission. I'm not quite sure, but there's always something to do and some place to go in the Alabama State Parks. And then let's see if they've got a website. Well, it's visitalapark.com. It's visitalapark.com. So there's that. But yeah, I always like to, my husband gets on to me because I pick up so many brochures, but it's fun to look at them. You don't have to, I know the charge is Oak Mountain. Yeah, they do charge at Oak Mountain. I had tried to go in on, they had Martin Luther King Jr. on his birthday on that Monday. They had free admission one time, and I could either go to it or I could give a canned good and go to the Birmingham Zoo. And so I went to the Birmingham Zoo instead, and I did a video there. But I may have to go back to Oak Mountain at some point and do that and do a little video out there. Well, all right. Anybody else got anything else to say? Somebody else is here, maybe. That might have been Simply Southern Reflections left over on the number 2. But if you're here, say hello to me so I know that you're who you are, and I can say hello to you again. The summer I've enjoyed talking with you. It's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've talked your head off here for 30 minutes, but I appreciate you joining me, and I hope everything's going good with you. But yeah, I've had fun. Well, good. And hope to see everybody at the Frog Festival in Summerton on Saturday, October 2nd. Like I said in the video, I've gone over several different events going on this weekend in different parts of the state. But the Frog Festival is always fun. It's free. And also they take up some donations for Toys for Tots there, Toys for Tots in our area. So if you wanted to do that with might be the Summerton Police Department or the Fire Department, I'm sure it may be both of them. But if you wanted to give it a donation to them for that, that would be great. I think they take money, and I don't know if they take toys or not, but I don't know. You have to look it up. You can look it up on Facebook or on their website, the Frog Festival website. Do they have a stand there? Usually when you go in by Bevel, when you go by the City Hall, they'll have the fire truck there with a flag. Well, I don't know if you look on their Facebook, because I know they've got, I can't do it or I would do it on my phone. I know they've got some kind of information there on their Facebook that that they'll be taking, but I don't know if it's money or if it's donations that they'll be taking there. But they're there. They're usually there in that area with fire truck with the flag hanging off of it. So you might want to, check out the Facebook and see what they're saying on it and go from there. That'd be good. Or give them a call. Sure. Well, all right. I appreciate everybody joining me and coming by. Everybody dropped in. I saw a bunch of people drop by and leave. So I appreciate you doing that too. And I made a video. That's what I needed to do, to let everybody know what's going on this weekend in Alabama. Yeah, because that's life in Bama, So I appreciate y'all watching, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. And I thank you again. I'll go live again sometime. And I thank you very much. We'll see you around. Thanks. Bye-bye.